Well, hello there. Hi, my name is Quimby. Welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna be playing Minecraft. Hi everyone, it's early stream day because improv practice is a bit earlier than normal. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to Penny for getting the first channel points award. Very cool, very pog. And hello. Oh gosh, my voice. A fun story about me is that last night I was like, man, I should make sure to go to bed on time so that I can have my routine in order for streaming tomorrow. And then guess what I did not do? I actually was up even later. I got like, what would I say? Less sleep than I want. It's been busy lately. I've been we won't focus on this too long. We'll get back into silly goofy streamer mode in a second. I am so tired. I love improv shows. I love them so much, but it has been an ordeal to make this happen. I've been so busy. But we're not complaining. We're not complaining too hard about things. I say as I am currently just checking on the game list for the improv again. It's fine. We're gonna do the show tomorrow and it's gonna be great. And then I'm gonna get on an airplane the next day and it's gonna be awesome. Fred, thank you for the not first. Welcome on in. It's lovely to see you. I hope you are doing well this fine day. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Yeah, I'm doing decent. Not as well as I would like, but I'm doing okay. Like every day with improv, this is the streaming schedule. Yeah, I keep meaning to move my streaming schedule up. Like legitimately, I keep intending to do that. And then I keep forgetting. And then I'm like, oh man, this is so nice. I love doing early streaming. And then I just kind of don't. I'll work on it. I'll do my best by that. Someday, one of these days, I'll get my life in order, and it'll be great when I do. It'll be such a fun, fantastic time. So I don't have to sacrifice sleep for that. Yeah, that is nice. I do wish that I would get that in order, so you didn't have to do that. But it's fine. I'll be patiently waiting for that. Oh my gosh, same. Anyways, that is also the end of our intro section. We're gonna turn on some tunes. I'm gonna change the scene. 3, 2, 1, and pop. We're in a cave. We're in a cave. We're here to be mining some copper in the cave. Boops, Quimby. Yo, I've been booped. Heck yeah, let's go. We love to see it, honestly. But yeah, if you don't know the MO, we're out here mostly looking for copper, because I am crazy and need a ridiculously huge amount of copper. But you know, I'll pick up some other things along the way, you know, like lapis is always appreciated, coal, oh look, there's coal right here. How serendipitous is that? How convenient. I mentioned wanting coal and then I immediately find some. Oh gosh, that's the outside world. Oh gosh. Ooh, this cave has been really long and windy and confusing, and I don't think I'm going to have explored even a fraction of what I had intended to. Wow, and lapis right here. We're getting all 3 of the blocks that I'm currently collecting right here in this one spot. Wild, and get the pats too. Head pats could be heck yeah. Oh, we love to see it. Oh, we love to see it. Thank you, friend. Very, very cool. We do a little silly goofy, little bit of silly goofy head pats and boops. It's pretty, you know, we keep it casual out here. We keep it fun. We keep it silly, as it were. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I am tired, as mentioned. Big eepy hours. Oh my gosh, chat. Okay, cause I mentioned I hate spas. SPAs or spas? I gotta ask. Like, is this spas are the spawn of the devil, or is there something called SPA that I'm missing? No, how about you? Nice, nice. well, specifically getpantry.cloud. Should I click that link, or is it just, or are you just saying it? Because sometimes you post a link and I'm supposed to click it to take a look at what's going on, and sometimes you're just talking about stuff. Every page is just /pound symbol. What exactly does that mean, that every page is that? I'm unfamiliar with that term. I would love to hear more about that. Okay. We are just trying to pick up some things here. I'm trying to do a little bit of breathing, to be honest. That's another important bit of it. If you gotta keep breathing. Otherwise in JavaScript to change the page, but if you reload it, it redirects you to the home page no matter what. Ooh. Also sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, friend. So the zero links are able to be opened in a new tab as they're handled by JavaScript. Mucus is killing me, but we persist. Mucus? Kinda... so some kind of way. You know, like... whoop, we're going back under. Like, the human body is really just a machine to make more mucus. And that feels really silly of the human body. Considering the way that mucus is. But no, here we are, just looking at all mucus all day, every day. No matter what we do. It's kinda funky. It does make me think about that Tumblr post about filtered blood, and how most human fluids are just filtered blood, and that's kind of cool, actually. So Sumi, I think it's kind of neat. Oh, and Candybot would like me to drink some water. So basically, oh, single page apps. I see. Turn on automatic updates for your PC. Okay. Milk is basically filtered blood. It is. No, okay. So there's a really cool Tumblr post about like milk being filtered blood, and about blood being filtered seawater. To be honest. And it's got banger lines like carrying hope at oh gosh, what is it, like 23 point something degrees. That's kind of fun. It's kind of a banger post. Talking about how about how mammals having the ability to like maintain body temperature and stuff is really cool. A tree where I am underwater. I need to tell it not to update my kernel, since if it does that, my monitor breaks for whatever reason. Everything else updates automatically in the background. I love how Linux updates. I know what kernel means because of the whole thing that happened a couple months ago. So I'm learning terms. I'm learning things about computers and how they work. Such as, I know what kernel is. Are you proud of me? Oh man, maybe one of these days I'll actually get good at learning computers. You'd think I'd already be good at it since I am one, but I think I got intentionally nerfed. I think like, ooh, if Quimby understands how computers work while being a computer, that's just too much power. So I think it was intentional nerfing. I think the universe is conspiring against me to make sure that I don't understand computers well enough to do anything with it. Use this as a little breathing spot. Oh, I should mention, friend, thank you for the tree. You hit install update and it'll do it in the background. If you're not using the service, it'll auto restart it. But if it's something like the kernel, which can't be restarted while the OS is running, it'll just wait until you want to restart. Nice. So it's as if nothing is even happening except for stuff gets updated. That does sound pretty epic as far as updating things goes. Does sound like a delightful good time. That it just goes. Because that is one of the tricky things about computer updates, is that they're always like, hey. Hey, you gonna update? Hey King, you updating now? Hey, is it update time yet? And I'm like, shut up, oh my gosh. A little patience, please. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool, Penny. I do have to warn. Okay, guys, I have to warn you for today. The brain fog has been real bad, like the past entire week. I don't know if it's been noticeable to you guys really. But I've been feeling it. And it's going. The brain fog is going today. So if I'm unusually, like, I don't know, repetitive about the things I say and don't know exactly what's going on, it's the brain fog. It's brain fog day. We're having so much fun with the brain fog. This is not where I thought I was. I thought I was going back into the cave, but it appears I've actually entered a different section of underwater cave. So that's kind of cool, I guess. You know, different spots. Nothing too crazy huge. Just a nice little place. You get some resources from here, and then yeah, we chilling out. See nothing right there. And oh gosh, now I have to find my way back to wherever I was. Oh boy. I can't believe they would do this to me. I can't believe they would make me personally get lost. It's probably through here. This is probably where I came from. Oh, Ace Attorney music. Hi, Ace Attorney music. I need to play Ace Attorney again. I need to either figure out if Chad is available soon or get her blessing to do it without her, because I tell you what, I love Ace Attorney. I really want to finish it out. Well, there's a guy. Oh gosh, another one of you. My goodness gracious me. Okay, there's been so many trident drowns in this area. I encountered 4 yesterday. And that's our first one from today, but you know. Oh boy. What is this? Okay. This is just a little cave area. I've already been in here. Okay, chat. Now we play the game. Can we navigate out of this water cave? The music is being very dramatic and helping. Oh gosh, it's the tunnels. Oh gosh, I found myself back in the tunnels. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal to be back in the tunnels. Okay, we take a little breath. We take a little breath. And we figure this out. Okay. This is... Okay. No, okay, I've wandered back in too far. To escape this area, I actually need to go back this way. This is the way that I... This is the way that I want to be. Okay. Because, yep, this is the wider, more wide open space. We just need to figure out where the exit is. That's all. Ooh, there's some copper here that I've missed, though. That's important, too. That's important to be picking up. Of course we gotta be getting the copper. That's an essential part of this. And lapis, too, I guess. Okay. This left-facing torches. Is this out or is this... Oh, no. Okay, I know where I am. I know where I am. It's not necessarily where I want to be, but I at least know where I am. Oh, I can't believe I missed this copper. That's just really quick. just really quick take a quick little look-see at this. Pantry can have up to 100 baskets, adjacent objects, each with a max size of 1.4 megabytes per basket. Or, I don't know what that's MB. That's one that's called a pantry, though. I'm actually, I think that's really whimsical. And delightful, honestly, that's called a pantry. Oh gosh. Went all the way down there, my goodness, okay. Ah! It's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Although, that being said, we are gonna sneak up here. I actually think, I've got a hot take that I think that this higher space is probably where I want to be overall. I think the higher area is closer to where I want to be. Let me just we get a bit silly out here with the copper sinking all the way to the ground. We get a bit silly with it, that's all. I know what you're thinking, and we're just a bit silly. I think, if I recall correctly, well, first of all, there's still copper here. I think this area is where I want to be. I'm like pretty sure. Did I? That's not where I want to be. I entered this space. So approximately 130,907 messages are required to fill up 1.44 megabytes with your given JSON structure. Trust your ChatGPT? I don't trust ChatGPT with anything, much less my life. Whoop. Let me consume some food. Okay, chat, we gotta, oh gosh, okay, well, first of all, we gotta mine this copper, apparently. That's important. That's, okay, then there's more empty cave space here. Okay. We are getting further from God, but that's okay. But that's fine. We're gonna, we're gonna make it through this. We're on, we're just on a little adventure. It's fine. Why are there so many of you? My goodness. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go over here. I'm just gonna go over here. You all are welcome to follow me if you want. Okay, well, they're just gonna hang out over there. I'm gonna hang out over here. And we're gonna be friends. Yep, no one has to, nothing has to be wrong here. Having an approaching zombie horde does really match with the vibes of this music, though, I have to say. Just they're converging. It's a very slow convergence. They're just hanging out. Just being some silly, goofy guys. We only use the speed test software and information generated from it for personal and non-commercial use through command line interface on a personal computer. Me and I may only use the speed test software and information generated from it for personal and non-commercial use through command line interface on a personal computer. That's really how I feel in those moments. That's oh my gosh, that's a relatable experience right there. They're being so relatable right now. More drowned. What the heck? What the heck? Get out of here! I can't believe this. These guys. Okay, well, at any rate, that seems to be most of the copper over there, dropping off some rotten flesh, because I don't need it. I'm not, in fact, collecting rotten flesh, despite what the drowned may believe. Heck, Penny? So anytime you make an exclamation from that, it can be anything from, you know, you've learned some weird, wild information to, like, you know, the world is exploding. So just anytime you react like that, I go a little like, huh? Are we good? Okay. Is this what I'm looking for? Nope, this is right back where I was earlier. Which means I need to travel this way. Chat, it's real rough out here. It's a real rough trying to get out over here. These guys just keep showing up and it's a maze in here and I know for certain that this isn't the exit. Unless it's somehow further down this way. Which of course it isn't. Ah! How did I get myself into this mess? Okay, we're breathing. That is a unit about the XYZ. Oh gosh! 10,412 download and 1,992 upload. I mean, pop off, Penny. I mean, pop off. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. That is kind of epic, NGL. Good for you. So many guys hanging around. I know I entered this aquifer space from like from like a okay, well, I've actually never been here, it turns out. But I know I entered the aquifer space from a spot that was up. And I went down into it. So I'm trying to search the upper sections of the map. See if I can't figure that out. It was like a little ledge spot. And I said, "Alright, little ledge spot, I'm gonna enter this cave. I hope it's not hugely gigantic." And then it was hugely gigantic. But how could I have known? This is more tunnels. I do not want to be in the tunnels. That's also more tunnels. I do not want to be in the tunnels. Contact spot.dalbot.xyz, the actual DTF server running the main bot is kept at 30 Mbps both ways. Ah! Well then. That certainly seems a bit different. You know, maybe perhaps just a bit different is all. At the very least, me being lost doesn't seem to have impacted my copper collection too much. You know, like, obviously this isn't ideal that I'm not able to meaningfully progress. But, like, you know, we chillin'. We chillin' out. We're fine, we're chillin'. Oh my gosh, you again? I remember that I remember that spot from earlier on in exploring this area. But considering that I keep finding even more spots where I haven't mined out yet. I'm very turned around. So as long as I don't max out the whopping 1 gigabyte of Bramlin. API.dalbot.xyz. Oh, shut up. The network is not going to be bottleneck. That's good. That's good. We love to see it. We love being able to avoid bottlenecks. Okay. Boop. Boop. It's gonna be ender chest time real soon. Oh my gosh. These guys. Give it a rest. I don't wanna play after school. I'm busy. I've got homework to do. Come on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of locking in on specifically copper collection mode. Which is a bit unfortunate because it means I'm not locking in on entertaining streamer mode. But just for pure copper collection, I am locked in. I'm quite frankly popping off at this whole getting the copper thing. Whoop! Whoop! Yeesh, rotten flesh. Okay. Where did I come from? Where did I go? Where did I come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Okay, just want to look around this area and make— oh my gosh! I just kind of want to make sure that I'm not supposed to be anywhere around here. I don't believe I am. My goodness gracious me. Season 11 outtakes are out? Yo! I'll have to check that out at some point. Well, that zombie is gonna drown. Chat, I know I got into this cave somehow. The big issue is just figuring out how to get out of this cave. And gosh, considering that it's underwater, I'm not even gonna have like torch lines to help me, because it's practically impossible to keep torch lines you know, twisted the right way around here. Alright, is outtake time? No spoily the outtakes, please. But yes, outtake time. Okay, apparently drop some copper off there. The one thing I can think of with this is that— oh man, the one thing I can think of is that somehow I've gotten myself twisted with the directions that I'm meant to be going. Like, I know there's this whole area. Ooh, that guy's a Nautilus shell. And immediately Cornered starts playing. Beep. Okay. Okay, so that'll lead straight back to here. I know I entered this space from somewhere up and then I went, oh man, this cave goes down quite a long ways. Hope that doesn't come back to bite me at all. And clearly it has. Like, NGL, I'm considering just exiting this space through like the ceiling area, through the roof ceiling area somewhere, and then Oh gosh, my inventory's full, isn't it? Okay. Where's all the coal? Does it end up down here? Where did I get it all? Coal is just floating through the air. And there's some copper. Where's my crafting table? There it is. Oh, here's the coal. Yep, alright. That all seems good. Oh my gosh! Get out of here. No one likes you, Drowned. No one's sure why you got invited to the party. They would in fact rather uninvite you, but everyone's too polite to say it, but not me. I'm not too polite to say it. Okay, well it's probably officially Ender chest time, but I would like to maybe be out of this space before that. See, that's one. No, that is rotten flesh. I was like, okay, is that what I'm looking for? No. Yeet. I really don't want to talk to the Drowned. I do not like it, Sam. I am. Me when I'm stuck in an underwater cave, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally and completely fine. I don't know what you're talking about. There is some coal over here though. Again, it's kind of funky because I'm definitely very lost, but at the very least I keep finding little deposits of stuff. You know? Like honestly my copper and coal collection has not been suffering that much. Which is good, because that would be very sad. Okay, I do not want gravel or andesite. Please and thank you. So many Drowned. I'm surprised we haven't hit another trident guy. And I've just jinxed myself, haven't I? Well, we will just... Nope, that is not where I want to be. We'll just figure it out if another trident guy shows up. That's not the... there's another trident guy. Oh, I'm so good at this. Okay. Anywho. We take a little breathing break. We do a little breathing, just simply as a treat. And then, what's up this way? Oh, this is tunnels, isn't it? Yep, this is tunnels. We are not interested in tunnels at the moment. How on earth? Like, I'm 90% certain that it's not this way. Considering that this just leads right back into the spot with the tunnels. Chicken clucks? What the heck? Yeah, this is just the tunnels. This is quite simply just the tunnels. We don't really want to be in the tunnels because the tunnels are a mess and I will be lost forever in them. Gosh, how do I... Except apparently there's some coal here. So you know what? Sure, all right. We'll take a quick little trip to the tunnels. May as well. No reason not to. And some copper. So, so this is an area of the tunnels I haven't been in before. Okay. Some copper and coal and stuff. That's good. That's solid. That's, yeah, admirable, really. do not need diorite in my inventory, please and thank you. Okay, my inventory's gotten really quite ridiculous. We are ender chesting. Okay. No, not a little guy. I want ye old ender chest. I would name my ender chest ye old ender chest if the name would stick. It would not stick. When you place blocks that you've named, it unnames them. So it's really tragic to me, but I cannot name my ender chest ye old ender chest. What really would have loved that though. Genuinely, that I think would have been the coolest thing. To call him ye old ender chest, but hey, what you gonna do? Okay, so considering that this is an area of the tunnels that we really have not been in before, let's walk it out a little bit. See what we can find here, and it's probably just gonna turn into a dead end really soon, but hey, you know, we take a look. No reason not to chase it down. Yeah, like honestly, legitimately, maybe I should make my way back to the surface and see if I can find a different section of the cave to jump down. 'Cause I cannot for the life of me figure out how I got into this space. Oh, and CandyBot wants me to drink some water. Thank you, CandyBot. Very, very cool. Thumbs up, smiley face. Also a little stretch. Do a little stretch just as a treat. Okay. Whoop! Tunnels. Everyone loves the tunnels. The tunnels are everyone's favorite spot. Favorite spot to be in is the tunnels. Okay, so I know where I am relative to the big cave right now. I've kind of mapped that out. I've mapped out a lot of pathing inside of this cave, but I've still not yet figured out where I came from with it. Real sort of, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Like, I remember really clearly, like, coming in through a little sort of like ceiling space, kind of like this, except it doesn't turn into a cave. It turned into air cave. But then, my goodness, there's a lot of you. That one has a fishing rod. Like something from the top. But then where is that? Should we just check? No, nothing up here. Great way to get pinned by the drowned, though. That was not spooky exactly. I'm not scared of the drowned, but definitely could have been a bit concerning. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna follow this out up to the surface, and oh my gosh, the surface. Oh, I haven't been here in ages. Is that turning into nighttime, or? Yeah, that's a setting sun right there, I think. Yep, setting sun. We do a quick little sleep. Yep. Quick, brief little eepies, and then... oh, let's just see if we can find some exposed cave. Cause I have no clue how to get back to where I was earlier, and I'm just accepting that now. This over here looks like it might lead over to cave. Perhaps? Maybe perhaps if I'm very good. Well, that's certainly dripstone. Whether it's a viable cave entrance, that is the question. We don't know yet. Oh, Corvike, hi! Morning, Gamer Nation, Ever Gore. You're good. Morning, Good Nation Gamer, says Candybot. Thank you, Candybot. Very cool. Hi, Corvike, welcome on in. We've gotten lost, and I have now found myself back on the surface, trying to figure out our next steps. I found some cave here. It's a very spooky cave, actually. Like that's a big old drop right there, but I'm sure it's fine. I don't know if it's gonna lead back into the into other cave that we were in earlier. That one might just be lost forever, which would be sad. But I mean, if nothing else, I can always go back to my first coordinates and then and try and backtrack through there. But we'll see. See, right now I'm, I guess, descending a sketchy waterfall. That's kind of cool. Picking up things as we go along. Nice little bit of coal here, at least, if nothing else. We might come out on, in the green on coal for this trip. I've been kind of measuring a little bit, and maybe no promises or anything, but we might end out in the green. Doop, 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 doop. Hi, friend. Yeah, hi. This really is just a. Well, it's just very sketchy. It's gonna be fine. I'm promising you here and now, it's gonna be fine. But my goodness, is it kinda spooky. It's fine. Ooh, copper. I do love that. Like that is admittedly one of my favorite feelings, is when you just dig a random block somewhere and then it turns out to be profitable. Mine turns me into such a little capitalist. Like I'm so fine in pretty much all other aspects of my life. I don't know what it is about Minecraft that turns me into such a capitalist pig, but oh boy, it surely kind of does that. I'll start playing Minecraft and then suddenly I'm like, but what about the supply chain? What about how can we best exploit the natural world for the gain? Thanks, Minecraft. Here, I think people have talked before about how Minecraft is kind of basically the perfect capitalist utopia in a lot of ways, in which the environment itself can be changed with little to no consequence for your own desires and goals. I think I read something about that somewhere, a neat little analysis. And I mean, just kind of judging by my own experience with the way I react to Minecraft, it makes sense to me, you know? I hear that, I go, ah, yeah, that makes sense. Oh gosh, gravel. Have I ever mentioned that I don't like gravel? Oh, more copper. Okay. We're doing great. Hey, again, at the very least, we're out of that underwater cave now. If nothing else, we are out of the underwater cave. Which I personally quite appreciate. Ah! Underwater caves can be fun for a little bit, but you know, spend too much time in them, and you really start to contemplate the meaning of life, but not in a cool, fun way. I don't think humans were meant to constantly live in underwater caves, just going until the next breath of air at the next open patch of space. I don't think that's an experience that humans were really meant to have. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the water. I love swimming. I just don't think we were meant to be underwater for that long. In water, great. Big fan of being in water. I've got the ocean in my veins, and you know, love to spend time in water. Cave diving is my worst nightmare. Kind of literally my worst nightmare. Like, I think it's cool that people want to explore unknown parts of our world respectfully. I would not. Because it's not just tight spaces and low air. It's also like you gotta... In a lot of cases you have to worry about like silt, low visibility. You know, you gotta be worried that if you make a wrong move, you're gonna stir things up, and then you're just not gonna be able to, and then it's just gonna be a cloud of murky darkness that you can't make heads or tails of. That's fine, I guess. And then yeah, if you mess up, you can't get out. I had a phase about a month or two ago in which I was just reading a ton of like true cave diving disaster stories. And there's just so many of them. There's a lot of cave disasters in general as well. Like, it's not just cave diving. Like spelunking is not a safe activity. But at least with regular spelunking, you can breathe. You know? And I love caves IRL. Let it be known. If there is a cave, I love to be in the cave. There's a very human impulse to be in the cave. People are like, they should have been in the club. They should have been in the cave. But not tight caves. I don't like tight caves. I think that if you if it gets so narrow that you have to like finagle to move, if you have to be like crawling to keep moving through a cave, that's too rich for my blood. I love to be in caves that I can walk in, you know? Love to be in caves where I can be like, oh yeah, time to walk through this clear passageway that I have enough space to hold my arms out and stuff. Literally the most preventable cause of death in the universe. Just don't go there straight up. For all the go here. Go in the dark. Go in the dark. Maybe do not go in the dark in real life. You know, weird stuff happens in caves too. I don't know if I've told you guys the some stories that I've heard about total darkness. But time gets weird in total darkness. Like if you're in total darkness in a cave, there are like stories of people surviving for days in total darkness, like much longer than the human body should feasibly be able to without like food and water, because they just don't realize that time is passing, kind of. And I don't know if that's just that like consciously their mind doesn't realize and that does something to their metabolism, or just like the darkness throws off their internal clocks. I don't know. And again, I don't have any like proof of stories with this, I guess. I just have things that I've heard. But stuff gets wacky in total darkness. Like I don't know how often you guys have experienced total darkness. It's pretty difficult to find just in our day-to-day lives. Again, I like caves, and I used to spend a lot of time in caves. A lot of time in caves in which sometimes sometimes the lights would be turned off so that people could experience total darkness. And I've never gotten over that sense that you should be able to see where your hand is, you know? So I'd just be there in the darkness, and I'd done it before, you know, had been in the darkness. It was a fairly common experience, but just every single time I'd find myself like looking at where my hand should be. I could see in my mind's eye what my hand was supposed to look like being there. Like your brain's really good at fooling you about that kind of thing, because you should be able to see your hand, right? That's something that you, yeah, of course you can see your hand, right? But no, it's just an illusion. And every single time I'd be evaluating like whether I could actually tell that I was in total darkness, or if I was hallucinating my arm there. I don't know if hallucination is technically the correct word there. If I was imagining my hand being there, I don't know, but I'd check every time. And yeah, every single time my mind would do it. Never got used to the idea of total darkness. Never adjusted to what that experience might actually be. It's wild and total darkness, spooky, big spooky scary, and not even that many skeletons involved to send shivers down your spines. Unless you're in like a cave where someone's died and left their skeleton. That happens a lot with cave diving, actually, when people die. Because it's really dangerous to retrieve bodies in caves. Because then you gotta navigate out of a cave with a dead person. So sometimes they just leave the corpses there. That I feel normal about that. But yeah, I just think don't be dumb, don't go cave diving. Thumbs up, smiley face. It's one of those things where you can be good, you can be skilled, you can have a lot of experience, and then things can still go wrong. You know? There's still absolutely the chance that you'll just make a dumb mistake. And then that's it. It's like I don't get why people, I think it's the same sort of drive that people get to climb really tall mountains. You know, like the kind where you can't survive without additional oxygen kind of stuff. And I just think that's silly. I think wow, a place where I cannot survive in my natural existence. That sounds an awful lot like I'm not supposed to be there. At that point you belong to the cave, screw that, yeah. At that point the cave has claimed another victim. Have you seen those signs that they put where it's like there's nothing worth dying for here? I feel like they're so based for that and people should listen to those signs more often. So that cave is definitely going down into Deep Slate territory, but maybe I can find if I go into there I can find a way back up. I require you to watch the outtakes when you can. You think I'm not gonna watch the outtakes, Penny? You think I will not be watching them as soon as I can? Come on, what do you take me for? Some kind of casual? I'm a jet lag the game enjoyer. I will be watching the outtakes just as soon as I can. Yeah, what the heck? We do a little jump. No, hear me out. Okay. Okay. I've got an open mind. I'm ready to hear you out. I love how trombones sometimes sound like elephants. I just think that's important for us to remember. You know how I mentioned I wanted Brian the Poliglin back? We call him back, but in a different light. What? Our arrogance is beyond astounding. The other animal insists on being literally everywhere. They are respectable and remain in habitats like God intended. Like God intended! They don't go where they're not meant to be. And pop off. But Brian's back. In the outtakes. Yeah, alright. I will be watching the outtakes when I get a chance. In a yellow submarine, we all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Oh, we all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. That's Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. Oh, no, I mean people were taking the political stuff from Brian and doing it themselves. That's what I'm saying. Big Brian energy. Oh, so not literally Brian's back. Just people being Brian-esque. Interesting. Alright, chat. Well, here we are in the dark. I was kind of hoping that there would be a nice, clear, and easy path back up to a not deep slate section visible. That may have been foolish, whimsical hope on my part. You know, I'm gonna still give this a shot. I'm finding a bit of copper, so. Oh gosh. Oh, that's a geode. That right there is a geode. Geode? What are you doing here? Picking up the copper. Ha, the copper. It's just barely out of reach. Okay. This is fine. No, it's fine. No, it's totally fine. I will just, dig through. Okay. Does this technically count as higher up? I don't, Well, let's kill this spider at any rate. Gotta be on that spider killing grind. Okay, this is higher. Okay, let's pull out the ender chest. It's the old ender chest time. And then we'll work it out. We'll work it out later. Yeah, popping off on the coal collection. Coal collection coming along very nicely. We're getting the good copper in there. We're popping off. We're having a great time. We're having a fantastic evening. Me when it's all not really going that well, but at least it's not going badly, you know? At the very least we've got that. Okay. Popping off. Oh, hello. Yep, goodbye. Man, skeletons are so rude. They just show up for like an instant. And then they just leave. What the heck is up with that? You know, I was ready to have a nice conversation with that guy. I was gonna, you know, be like, hey man, you wanna grab a bite to eat somewhere or something? And then just dipped. Can't believe this. Can you imagine the nerve? And of course the end's right there, so that's not a viable path back up to up to greener pastures. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Maybe this will be it, you know? Hey, this is ascending. We're ascending. That's good news. That's a little dead end, but. Oh, what you got here? About the XYZ speed test. 261.77 download and 300.87 upload. Nice. Nice. We'd love to see it. Me when I use the results of the speed test only for personal, non-commercial use. Oh my gosh! Wait, did it work? Chat. Oh, chat. Okay, I'm running this down just a little bit because yeah, look, I've left some things behind. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that actually worked. Wow! Somebody chat as I will BRB. Good luck with the BRBing, Penny. Okay. What was I doing? Is this where I entered the underwater cave? Somehow? Oh my gosh, this is totally where I entered the underwater cave. Oh my gosh! Okay, we've actually definitively just found our way back. This is a good day. Oh, this is a good day. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep, no, we got him. Yeah. No, the cave officially regained. Yep. I'm a genius. What is exactly how I feel? Look, it's the cave. We got him. I thought I'd lost it forever, but we were just sillying too hard. We were just silly goofying entirely too hard. Yeah, there's no way I would have found that entrance at all. I could have gone through that cave for ages and ages and ages, and I never would have found it. It just looked entirely too similar to a little spot that I dug out, like searching for copper or something. But it is okay. We are all right. We're back in business, baby. And we're exploring this area now. But we know that leads to nowhere I want to go, so to nowhere that I want to go. Wow, I can talk. So yeah, we're turning back. We pop in bottles. RN, we're doing so good. We are winning. We stay winning forever and ever and ever, actually. Okay. That legitimately does make me feel a lot better about this. 'Cause I was just very concerned that I had... Listen, there's a lot of copper in this cave. I was really worried that I'd lost my chance forever with it all. But no, it's fine. And we have Ace Attorney music cheering us on in the background. This is one, I'm trying to remember if this song is specific to Case 5 and Game 1, or if it ever showed up anywhere else. Because I associate this most strongly with Case 5, but... Did it show up anywhere else? Maybe? Oh, it's been a hot second since I played Cases 1 through 4. What a delightful little spot. Oh, okay, I should check that out. Okay, we go back for the copper, mine that out, And then we'll make our way over and check out that other little topside section. Not topside section, the other little tunnel that branched off into somewhere. I don't know. Chat, do I know a fun fact about my life? I've remembered that I was supposed to be memorizing the show list for the improv show that's happening tomorrow. I'm hosting the show, so I'm going to be the one, you know, like calling people out, being like, all right, for this game, I'm going to need this person, this person, and this person. And I was supposed to have, and I was supposed to be memorizing the list of games and the people who are in them. And I definitely did not do that. I think if push came to shove, I could probably say the order of the games, because I've kind of got a little picture of it in my mind's eye. I don't think I could tell you who is in each game, and I'm not going to say it on stream because that seems like a potential violation of privacy. But that's fun. I should spend some time on that today. I should definitely make sure to get that all down. Okay. CandyBot wants me to drink some water, so thank you, CandyBot. I will be doing so. Very cool, CandyBot. Very Pug, big enjoyer of that. Can't try, give me just a sec. Okay, alright. Let's go check out the little top tunnel bit. So I guess what I'm saying is, I've basically just remembered that I've got like, it's like, oh no, I have homework due tomorrow. Nothing that I need to like leave to do. You know, like I said, I think I think I should have most of the games, and then it's just a matter of who goes in them. And that's not too hard of a memorization thing. I can handle that pretty easily. Especially because some of them I definitely think I have down. It's just a matter of putting it all in order, kind of thing. But I'm good at memorization. I think I've told you guys before that I once memorized all of the United States presidents, the years that they served in office, and then the political party that they were part of. I couldn't tell it to you now. It's been too long since the actual memorization. But I did once do that. It was for a class, a history class. It was a good class. I really enjoyed that. Definitely the memorization was a lot, but what you gonna do? Oh gosh, hello. Well, that zombie is dead. See ya, zombie man. Would love to never talk to you again. My trick for the presidents. My trick for the presidents was I memorized a couple like landmark date presidents. Like a couple of them are easy, like, you know, like Abraham Lincoln and stuff. He was, you know, 1860 to 1865. So you get a couple landmarks, a couple guys that you can ground yourself with. And you also memorize which number they are. So then when the test happens, you get out your landmark presidents immediately. And Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. So you get out you get all those out, you know the dates, you know which political party they were, and then so I memorized. So I had my landmark guys, and then I didn't memorize which president belonged to which political party exactly. I memorized because oh gosh, okay. I feel like this cast doubt on my whole I memorized each president and political party thing. It wasn't that I was asked individually, like if there was a name I had to be able to say which political party it was. I just had to be able to write out all of the presidents and like their political parties and stuff. So I just simply I memorized I memorized in the list of presidential political parties, I remembered how many of each type there would be in a row. So I'd be like, okay, we've got Whig, Federalist, Republican, Democrat, you know, like stuff like that sort of thing. And then at the start of the test, yeah, I think I just zoomed in, I wrote down all of the presidential political parties, did my landmark presidents with their dates, and then yeah, I did have to have all their names memorized, but that was just, that wasn't too bad. But memorization tricks with Quimby. Sometimes you don't need to have everything memorized by itself. Sometimes just having things memorized collectively will suit your purposes. I read that and immediately went, Poppins? The font of choice for Toppat and PDD.xyz? Yeah, it's the name of the font Poppins. That's kind of fun. Here, let me pull up, like, list of presidents and their parties is what I want. Okay. I don't want to click on the presidents, I want a chart. Okay. Yeah, so like, so with the presidents, I would do it in like groups of 10 as well. So I narrowed it down, so there've been like 50 or something presidents. So in groups of 10, I'd be like Federalist, Democratic, Republican, National Republican, Democratic, Whig. And so that would be like one set. And Democratic, Whig, Democratic, Republican, and then, they say Democratic Union here, but yeah, I think the Union Party was what we had on the test. Republican, Democratic, Democrat. Yeah, like that's kind of how I do it. Is not memorizing like, oh, Benjamin Harrison was Republican. I'd just memorize the order of how that all went. All right, I'll take a look at the font. It is really pretty. Whereas recognition of the inherent dignity is what they say. It is a really pretty font. My go-to font for like writing projects and stuff is Book Antica. Cause it's a font that reminds me a lot of the fonts that they use in like chapter books for grade school, and I don't know why, but something about that look makes it easier for me to write in. See, that's my go-to font. Book Antica. Antica spelled A-N-T-I-Q-U-A. It's very pretty. I like the way it italicizes. Big fan of that. Oh, I sell the music. Ah, Shartspoon, hi. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. I got lost, but it's okay. I got myself unlost. I unlost myself. Book Antica. I'll spell it out for you. That's one that I use. Mostly for writing. I use other fonts for like professional purposes, but that's my go-to. I use it at 12.5 font size. Let's just make our way around over here. I can cut lost again just for me, pretty please. I mean, I don't think I can intentionally get lost, but I'm sure it'll happen. You know, I'm sure that I have no doubt in my mind that getting lost again is feasible for me. That sounds an awful lot like something that I'm capable of doing. What else were we talking about? Oh gosh, what else were we talking about with things? Oh, I want to talk about fonts again now. Fonts, are so important actually. Oh, it's, I use EB Garamond. That's the one I use for professional purposes. One of my old bosses really liked EB Garamond. And I've just kind of fallen into the habit of, you know, if I'm doing something professional, then it's EB Garamond time. I don't know what's going on there. No, wrong. I wanted a torch there. Don't know exactly what's going on here, but I'm just gonna retrace my steps. I'm gonna ignore all of this. We're going backward. I used Laura for a while on typing things, but Laura doesn't italicize well, so that was always really rough. That it had a similar sort of like grade school chapter book look, except it didn't italicize well. I really wanted to use I wanted to use the font that one of my favorite book series uses, but I tend to use Google Docs for typing things because I don't have like Microsoft Word or anything. And you can't do custom fonts on Google Docs, which I feel like is a grave oversight. Okay, that time kind of. I think it's Ender Chest time. That's what I was going for there. Went the completely wrong actions for Ender Chest time, but it's fine. We're at the very least popping off a little bit, you know. I go to Font Ember. It's a nice little general text. It's a nice little general text look good font is Poppins. Experimented with Arial for Painting.dev. Can use any Google font. The font that I want to use is not a Google font. It is a different one that Google does not have access to. Oh gosh, wait, did I just run myself in a circle? Is this where I came from? Huh. Did I just block myself up or something? Wait, hang on. Hang on. Since they have to host the font file for it to work in the cloud, they have to be careful. Yeah, but I just think it's such a pretty font, and I just really wish I could have used it. Huh, this does lead right back to here. Well, I don't know where exactly I came from, but we're just gonna finagle our way downward. Oh, I came from here, didn't I? And then I somehow... Oh, well. Okay, well, we got that figured out. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Okay. Let me check which font it is. Let's see. Hi, Lord. Ho, ho, ho. Let me see if I can check which font we're looking at here. No, hold on. I think I've got some. Hold on, which font are you in? Hold on, so I've got a book I'm checking. This is not the same one. ITC Galliard is not it. Hold on. Hold on, I'm checking. I've got some books of series here. Just what? I see this. I got said using a bowl. What? Shot by using a bow, but reads as bowl. Okay. What font are you in? What font are you in? What font are you in? Tell me. Yes, I know Library of Congress information. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Font of this book is useless. Whew. Okay. Okay. It's not giving me any information about the font in this one. That's cool. That's cool. I'll just have to find it later, but it's a different font. It's not ITC Galliard. It's certainly not ITC Galliard, but hi Lord, welcome on in. It's good to see you. I'm sorry that Penny immediately shot you using a bowl. That's it's very unfortunate. I can't believe they do this to you. This is so sad. That's where I came from. Left facing torches there. Except, are there also... Ooh, this is looking like a little bit of a labyrinth. I'm just going this way. Yeah, I mean, this looks about right, you know? I guess? Maybe? I mean, I probably don't want to be going that way. Oh gosh, wait, hang on. Ooh, labyrinthine passageways. Oh, well, this looks promising at the very least. At least temporarily. May as well do a little explore with it. Oh gosh. Little explore and then we immediately dug back up. So this soundtrack is really funny. It sounds like a comedic montage. I think my life is a comedic montage, so that's convenient. That's really convenient, actually. There's a lot of copper here. That's solid. That's good. That's good. We stay silly with it. Except that's actually also the end of the playlist. This one's called a pumpkin spice flavored video game playlist. So that's kind of cool. I guess this playlist tastes like pumpkin spice. I don't see it so far. I'm not tasting pumpkin spice. That's there's no spicing to this music. I'm not getting any nutmeg. I'm not getting any cloves. That's huh. 0 cloves. Yeah, yummy. I mean, I do like the music. Let it be known. Let it be known. I think it's kind of fun and funky so far. There's no cloves. How can it be pumpkin spice flavor with no cloves? I love cloves. Like, genuinely, I think cloves are such an underrated spice. It's like people in our modern society, they just don't get it. They just don't. They don't get the importance of the cloves. Grape Jolly Rancher. Grape Jolly Rancher! Yes! Yes! This place is grape Jolly Rancher flavored so far. Which is a pleasant flavor to have. But there's no cloves in it. No one's going around holding up grape Jolly Ranchers and being like, ah yes. I love the notes of cloves in that. No one's saying that. Literally no one. So I just don't see how this could be pumpkin spice flavored. The toxic waste candy barrel just cut my gum. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Oh gosh, there's, you know, oh. Sour is such a fun flavor because I feel like it's the only one that I get like a visceral reaction to when I'm not actually tasting it. What happened here? Oh, I see. Oh, I see what's going on here. I see. Oh, I see exactly what's going on here. Okay, well I do declare that, my Francis, I do declare, I declare that explored enough that I feel confident going left, no, sorry, going to the right from this direction now. Yeah, cause, oh, and this leads back to, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, you can, like, mention sour, and I get a, like a physical reaction, like my tongue curls as if I've eaten something sour, and I think that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's kind of fun. Even just the memory of sour things is enough to make the reaction implied with it appear. I'm like the bug who licks the lemon and then turns into a littler version of the bug. That's me. That's actually just art of me. There's a mild bit of blood. Ooh, that's so fun, Penny. That's so delightful. That's such a fun time. Love that for you. That's cool. Cool and neat. Love when the toxic waste candy barrel cuts your tongue. Yay! Okay, at this point, I think I've explored all of that, which means that we find our way backwards. I feel like this is where I came from, but that's a right-facing torch. Oh, I came from up? Kind of feels like I came from up, maybe? What? Ah! Let me just, hang on just a moment. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Hey Shirtspoon, I think I might have gotten myself lost again. Is that, do you like, is that what you wanted? Where's me now my mouth? Give me a break. Ah, rip. Rip. Hate it when that happens. Gosh darn it! Okay. Well, this is fine. It's fine. It's a-okay, alright, and fine. Not a problem, actually, is the thing about that. And I know what you're thinking, and it's fine. We're fine! I'm feeling so incredibly fine about all of this. Wait, actually, do I know where I am? Wait, hang on, I might legitimately actually know where I am. I might have just gotten myself unlost by the sheer power of being cool and remembering things. I have so many things in my inventory. I'll make those things into fewer of the same things, and that's gonna not solve the problem permanently because I'm gonna keep making it worse, but it's definitely gonna help with something. Bro, getting unlost. Bro, I'm so sorry, bro. I didn't even think, bro. Oh man, bro, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was a total accident, bro. You gotta believe me. Bro, it was unintentional. I was like, I wasn't trying to. Okay, we've got our trail of left-facing torches. Yep, this is where I found that. And then yeah, earlier I was like, do I want to deal with this lava? And I was like, I don't know if I want to deal with the lava. Ooh. So yes, this is familiar territory. Yep, the torches, they are facing left. This is good. This is good news. I came in from this water. Oh no, we're underwater again! Oh, chat. Oh no. Oh, I think we have to mark this as me being lost again immediately. Ooh. It's fine. It looks like this section of the cave is unexplored, so it's new things. That's fine. Oh gosh. What is going on over there? Pardon? Okay, wait, hang on. I gotta go check that out after I... Hold on, hold the phone. I got some things to figure out with this. First things first, a couple more torches. Because I need to be able to see. Seeing is very nice, in fact. Okay. What in the... It's Wilden. It looks so weird. Okay. Well, we found ourselves in another very large cave area. I feel like that torch is pretty distinctive as of a sign saying, hey, this is the way out. But knowing me, I will probably silly goofy that. Because that sounds like something that I would do. It's just simply silly goofy it all up. Oh gosh, we've gotten distracted, but I wanna go back to the fonts thing for just a moment. It's kind of crazy just how big of an effect font has on like just our brains even. Oh gosh. It's fine, I'm based. It's fine, I'm based. Don't worry about it, I'm based. It's fine, I'm based. It's okay. No problems here. Don't worry your pretty little heads about it. It's fine. I get the feeling this is going to... Yep. I don't trust that. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, got him. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's all fine. Actually, yeah, no, right facing torch is good here. Right facing torch is good. We're fine. We're fine. It's okay, but fonts are wild how they affect things. Like, Times New Roman. It's so professional. I just closed my eyes and had just like visions of copper ore behind my eyelids. It's getting serious. Yeah, like, it's always so hard for me to like do any sort of creative work in Times New Roman. Like if I'm writing an essay or something, I Times New Roman all day every day. That works great. If I'm trying to do literally anything creative, then Times New Roman is it's the death of the universe. I think that's cool. I think it's kind of fun that just the shapes that our words are in has a big effect on the way that we perceive them and experience them. Man, this is just reminding me that I need to like write stuff again. I haven't been doing a ton of writing lately for goodness knows what reason. I don't really have a good one. It just hasn't been happening. Which, you know, kind of big sad, but what you're gonna do. But yeah, I should do more writing things. I like taking words and making pretty shapes out of them. Stringing them together in sentences that feel cool. Because what's the point of writing something if it's not just a little bit poetic, right? Like obviously the point of writing is to convey ideas, whether that's, you know, like something creative or professional or not, whatever. But I think that making pretty shapes out of the words that you use is an important part of that, to be able to communicate not just the bare facts of the idea that you're trying to talk about, but the emotion of it as well. I'm such a pretentious writer. Like I'm not going to lie. I am a pretentious writer. Actually, one of the current things that I should be working on is just so the narrative voice is just so incredibly intentionally pretentious. Candybot wants me to drink some water. Thank you very much. It's so heavy-handed. It's so ooh. But I love the style so much sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta get a bit silly with it. I really should write something that I can share with you all, so that I can not just be constantly telling you guys that I write stuff. I can be like, look at this actual thing that I wrote. Pew! I only approach creepers after they're safely whittled down a little bit, to the point where I can take them out easier. Gotta be watching out for them creepers, or they're gonna be creeping all over the place, if you know what I mean. Okay, this is Stardew Valley music. It is fall Stardew Valley music. Which makes sense if they're trying to go for pumpkin spice flavor, but I don't think that this one is pumpkin spice flavor either. It's not quite warm enough to be pumpkin spice. Like, it's not cold, to be sure. It's not like icy or anything. But it's just not like, if I had to describe something as pumpkin spice flavored, I think legitimately the best thing I've got is the moment in the theme song from Over the Garden Wall where it switches into major. The how the gentle wind echoes through the breeze. I don't think those are the lyrics. I'm just going on that. But like, it's autumn color. Gosh, what's that tune? I've got other music playing in the back of my head while I'm trying to sing something else. Colors fall. That part is pumpkin spice flavored. The warmth of the chords. Good song, by the way. Cause to me the pumpkin spice flavor, it's a mix of so many different spices that are all, and a lot of them are spicy when taken without sugar. So to me, I think if something's gonna be pumpkin spice flavor, it's gotta have those little remnants of heat. Like, for instance, cinnamon. Cinnamon is a spicy, it's a spicy flavor. It's just that most people in the States don't know that because they've only ever had cinnamon sugar, so they consider cinnamon a sweet taste. It is not a sweet taste. It is a spicy taste. So if, having something based off of that flavor profile, they've got to be playing fast and loose with the heat of it all. That just makes me think of Heat Above by Greta Van Fleet. Good song. Really solid good song. Maybe the best driving song that I've ever encountered. Heat Above by Greta Van Fleet. Just the way that it is. Really gone well goated. It's so good. Oh my gosh, have you guys heard the scandal about it being removed from Hulu? Like really, you guys had one job. You guys had one thing going for you. You know? You're really just gonna... Really? Okay, alright. No, there's ways of finding it. Other than that, you know, you kind of had the market on the legitimate way. But okay, all right. No, it's in the Pirate Bay instead. Exactly, yeah. I just think, like, how do you fumble that? You know? How do you mess that one up? How do you go, oh yeah, you know, that that classic, incredibly nostalgic thing that so many people make a tradition of. I mean, the archive page, yeah, it's in the archives. But yeah, you know, that thing that a whole bunch of people nostalgically watch every year, and there's a whole entire like culture around. Yeah, how do you fumble that so terribly? I mean, I think ultimately a lot of it goes back to I was having a conversation with some friends the other day about about various things, but among it was sports. We were talking about sports, and what, like, the conversation had a lot of twists and turns that I don't necessarily feel like going into, but one of the things that we end up talking about that is that to the average consumer, the purpose of sports is to be played, you know, or like to be watched if you're a sports person. But you know, it's generally an entertainment of some sort, whether that's that you are participating in the sport or that you are observing someone else do the sport. The purpose of the sport is that people do it and it's cool, right? For the average person, that's what sports is about. But that's not what sports is about. The purpose of sports is to make money, because you know, that's what the industry is driven by. People put so much time and effort and investment into sports because it makes grundles of money for the people who control it. So the whole purpose of the thing is not just to let people, you know, do cool things and be good at like physical activity and stuff. No. Sports isn't doing its job if it's not making people money. And that changes the mindsets of a lot of things. So to us, the average consumer, the purpose of a streaming service is to make things available for consumers to watch, essentially. You know, you're supposed to be able to go on there and find something and then you know, consume the media. That's not the purpose of streaming services. The point is, and there's an element of preservation in that as well, you know, like that streaming services hold all these things so that people can still have access to them. Every time I see salmon now, I try to check to see if they're big salmon. the point of streaming services is to make money, because we live in a capitalist dystopia. I had over the Garden Wall purchased on YouTube for a few years, but as soon as they inevitably take that away, I'm scraping that series so hard for real. I can take it from my cold dead body. Yeah, based honestly. But yeah, the purpose of streaming services is to make money. And that means that series like Over the Garden Wall, where there's such a huge like cultural movement around, people aren't necessarily getting Hulu just to watch Over the Garden Wall like all year round kind of thing. It's not. They've got like kind of one big moment to it, but it's not. I don't imagine that's a super huge profit driver. So why would they keep it? That there's other things that they could go for that might have a better profit margin. So it's not about the artistry or about the quality at all. It's about streaming services are about money. And okay, that is such a terrible place to end things, but I just glanced at the clock and I gotta get ready to go for improv. So I'm gonna put you guys on the end screen. Thank you everyone so much for coming today. I hope you had a good time. I will be back tomorrow. Now, I'm normally streaming Tuesday through Saturday, starting a little after 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I do have to remind you guys, tomorrow will be my last stream for this week, because I will be out of state on Friday and Saturday. I'll tell you guys all this again tomorrow too, but I'll be sending postcards and stuff. I'll be keeping you guys updated on what I'm up to, but yes, so tomorrow, last stream for this week. But for now, everyone take care of yourselves, drink water, get some sleep, take your meds, to go find something fun and cool to do. I love you guys lots, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.